Yo, what's up? It's AJ. I didn't really feel like recording my thoughts tonight, but last week I made a poll on Twitter which mentioned a idea I had at the time, and now I'm thinking, fuck, I wish I never said anything, because this whole process of recording yourself, playing it back, adding your voice to a video, and then sort of thinking about it, it doesn't really sit well with me. I'm not that confident. I definitely don't feel like I'm important or in any ways a voice of the community. I'm not doing that. I don't represent everyone damned. A lot of people think, well, you're the leader and you speak for everyone. I don't. I just speak for myself individually. And I'm a very individualistic person and these are my opinions. I really hope Rockstar think about GTA Online, reflect on it, and then sort of like think, we made a shitload of money from this shark card thing, but at the same time, the experience wasn't that great for the core fans. And I'd probably say I'm one of the core fans. I like to do a little bit of everything in GTA. I play GTA 4 religiously, and the step from GTA 4 to GTA Online, it's kind of like it doesn't sit very well with me. Now let me tell you about my ideas and something that maybe some people sort of don't really think about too much. But in GTA 4, the downloadable content, so the DLC, the expansion, that started off with the Lost and Damned, okay? And from that came all these sort of like biker crews, and from that came sort of the Damned Brotherhood and lots of different people. And it became like this idea of having a biker crew online, and it's like a big part of the game now. But some people don't think about it, right? In the Lost and Damned, you had a bunch of standout multiplayer modes that sadly very few people played, but they kind of stemmed on from GTA 4's modes. So in the Lost and Damned, you had a sort of gladiator style mode where one man was on a bike, everybody had to kill him. It's called Lone Wolf Biker. That was really fun. You had Own the City, which is kind of like Turf Wars with actors, and then you had Witness Protection, which is kind of like Cops and Crooks, and you also had races with bikes and bats, and that was really fun. Fast forward to GTA Online, they add biker DLC. Now, I quite like it. It adds a bunch of cool bikes, a bunch of cool clothes. But what does it add in terms of player versus player, except for that sort of free mode focused MC sort of stuff? Now, I'm not going to go on about free mode in this game. I'm just going to focus on player versus player modes. What did biker DLC add? Well, with biker DLC, if I think back, it added a biking slipstream race. And before it came out, I thought, that sounds kind of interesting. I wonder what it's going to be like. It was like team stunt races on floating platforms above the organic map. That was it. And you had to have you were limited to colors you had to wear. And really, it was kind of fun, but just think of the comparison between those modes that the Lost and Damned GTA 4 had and the adversary mode. What a wasted potential. Now I'm not saying in free mode you can run stuff like Stand Your Ground, and that's pretty cool. It's 20 minutes of grind, but that's free mode. You got a bunch of cops and all sorts of shit going down, and lag, and people can come at you with jets and stuff. It's not really like you're in a standoff sort of biker sort of mode. I was kind of hoping with it, if they want to focus on adding stuff to free mode, they may cater the free modes to different style players. So you could have a hardcore free mode where the blips are off and it's free aim only and that sort of thing. Think back about GTA 4. you could customize the lobbies. It's too late now with GTA Online, but I just think that's a huge potential wasted, really. Imagine if Stand Your Ground was a sort of P vs P mode, or they added some other stuff which was kind of like player versus player, like standout modes, rather than what you can only do in free mode. The adversary modes are kind of shit, with this Smuggler's Run update recently, what are the adversary modes? Bombushka Run? What? Who the fuck would want to play this? More than once or twice. It's so stupid. The other one is like a capture with planes, which are bright colors, and you got like floating props again in the sky. It looks ridiculous. Like, say, right, if you were back in the past and you had like a preview of the adversary modes that Rockstar were planning for GTA Online, and you saw them, you'd think, that's not GTA. That's some childish game. That's how I feel anyway. And, with this Smuggler's Run, why couldn't they do like a Smuggler Run or Smugglers versus Smugglers or something like that? It's a standalone P versus P sort of mode where you each have your own base, and it's kind of like free mode, but it's kind of like Team Mafia work where there's like randomly spawning boxes. Remember those crates that come floating from the sky and you get t-shirts in there? Imagine if there was a mode where you had crates falling around the map and you had teams trying to collect those crates against each other. There was no cops, There was no jets. There's no overpowered shit weapons and bullshark testosterone. And all these other tactics that players may want to use, like off radar and all that kind of crap, where they need to pay for it in sort of like free mode and sort of, there's so much ways like, players can sort of overpower other players. And, maybe I'm just being a dick and I should just accept GTA as a game where player versus player isn't that important. But I tend to think it should be more important. I think matchmaking should be improved. And I just think, adversary modes, they need to stop. GTA Online is, like, thankfully coming to an end, I think, soon. And I will be so pissed off if in Red Dead Redemption we get the same sort of model. The same update sort of thing. Where it's free, but it's shit. It's hard to be ungrateful for something that's free. But I'm just thinking back in time of how it used to be in GTA 4 and what Lost and Damned brought, and to a lesser extent what the Ballad of Gay Tony brought, and thinking, wow, Rockstar, you only need to tweak a few things. You could only just, maybe even have, in team deathmatch lobbies, a new weapon setting. You could have in last team standings a new blip setting. Think about last team standings, for example. It's a pretty cool mode, but all the blips are always on. You could just put it in there, as a lobby option. You go to the menu, blips, team, none, shooting. How good would that be? Team deathmatch. Instead of just owned weapons, which is fucking everything, and forced weapons, which is hardly fuck all, you have sets, rifles, shotguns, powerful, standard. Think about GTA 4 compared to this game, and you wouldn't have all these assholes who spend the whole game shooting grenade launchers calling Lester, with their bulletproof helmets on and all that shit that you needlessly added to the game. Anyways, I felt like I said enough, so I'm going to end the video right here. I hope I don't mumble too much. I hope I don't sound too American or what the fuck ever. Have a good time. Thank you for listening. Share your thoughts below. Peace.